Hi everybody, welcome to week 1 of the Daily Practice Facebook group. You might ask why it's week 1 of the Daily Practice Facebook group. The idea is, my hope is that along with myself, all of you, at your availability, will post videos about articulation exercises, morning warm-ups that you do, specific warm-up exercises that help with specific skills or specific maybe body injuries or strains, so that as performers in this crazy time, rather than being isolated in our individual homes, we can lead each other in warm-ups so that we can learn from each other, have a sense of community, and hopefully keep ourselves sane in this busy, scary time. The reason why it's week 1 of the daily warm-up is because I intend to commit to uploading 1 video a week. And you can try and aspire for the same thing. You definitely don't have to. I mainly want to do it just to make sure that there's stuff for people to do, because it's hard right now. So, anyway. So, I'm just going to set a timer so that we don't go crazy long. But this is just going to be like a very basic way to wake up in the beginning of the day. So it's really not a big, intense, like, performative warm-up, but I probably will do some more things like that as we go along. So here we go. Often when I kind of start lead group warm-ups, like if I'm sometimes in a cast or something, I like to start with just lubricating the joints. You could take maybe 4 big belly breaths in and out. And for this little one, just kind of rotate. Good breath in. Good breath out. And 4th breath out. And then you move to the next biggest joint. So I want to do 2 at a time. You could do maybe 1 elbow and 1 knee. And the way I do it is I just kind of like a windmill kind of shape, and same with the knee. The reason why I like doing this, I don't even know if anyone ever taught this to me, but if I just made it up, but I find that by starting in the farther extremities and working my way in, it just kind of helps with blood flow. I often have cold feet and hands, and I find this kind of helps, just waking me up. And then for the bigger joints, it's kind of good. And maybe for these bigger joints, you can make an 8 count, which I've lost count, of course, but here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. And then for the legs, it's kind of harder to do. But maybe do 4 belly breaths and just kind of, as you like, or maybe try and do kind of some kind of opening position for the hips, and kind of work with whatever works best for you. If it works best for you to just kind of keep the leg around, it just kind of moving, which I find it disrupts my speaking and my breath, but it kind of forces me to wake up in the belly area. Or if you have bad hips like me, something a little bit more opening would be nice. Cool. Get a nice shake out. Then we're just going to do some spine rolls. I'm going to start on an 8 count going down. I'm going to do that twice. I have a bad back, so I find that kind of taking my time with the spine rolls is a bit better. I've already warmed up today, so normally I might even do more than just 2. But we'll do an 8 count down, an 8 count up, a second 8 count down, 8 count up, then 1, 6, 4, and 2. And then for the last one, we'll do an 8 count, and we'll get on all 4s. If you can, try and align the outside of your feet so that they're parallel. That helps with grounding. And from the top of the spine all the way to the sacrum, see if you can connect as best you can to each vertebrae. So, here we go. On an exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went a bit fast on the way back up. You'll do better than me. Okay. 6 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. Yeah, and do whatever works for you, whatever variation. I have an extra vertebrae in my lower spine, and so I tend to kind of try and take my time with that one. So just at your leisure, you could do another 8 count down, or you could just kind of follow your exhale. And in addition to just having normal exhales or inhales, you could do a non-voiced fricative, a s or a sh or a f, any that work for you, or just breathe or rotate in and out between them. Or you could do a staccato sh, f, sh, f, and just try to wake up the diaphragm. So what we're going to do while we continue breathing is just to do a spine chew. So again, I have a bad back, so I kind of do a lot with my back and my hips. So exhale and see if you can kind of move into different parts of your back, if that makes sense. And just see if you can kind of connect to all different parts. You can do an exhale. And then if it's useful for you, you can go down into a child's pose just for a minute and see if you can visualize breathing into your butt. Might sound weird, but I feel it helps bring my breath even deeper into my body. Last breath in. I'm kind of in my general daily warm-up. I like to move into a squat. I have a whole specific segment for longer warm-ups in which I kind of focus on opening up my hips, but we're not going to do that today. So while I'm in the squat, and if you can have your feet completely grounded, great. If not, either spread your feet farther apart or find a seated position that's comfortable for you. But the idea is we want to try and open up the glutes and the hips. So you could try something like this. I find this really stretches out the glutes here. And the idea for me, I don't know why there's a connection there, I stretch out my hips and at the same time with my thumb and pointer finger, after having washed your hands and being in isolation at home and very safe, massage your jaw, the cheek, right where the top and bottom teeth meet. And just, you can feel the muscle. Mine's a big ball. and then stretch out. And you can move up and down, or if it's good for you to stay in this position, do that. And it kind of opens up the lower back as well. And you can drop the head, if that's useful for you. And switch sides. Whoa. And then when you feel satisfied and maintaining or moving between any other kind of hip or glute opening exercises, lower back exercises, if that works for you, or just sitting comfortably, give the outside a massage. Use your thumbs and the base, the chin. The tongue is quite long. I also have a tendency to lift my larynx, so it's good. I can actually, I don't know if you can see that, but I can manipulate mine. It sticks out quite a bit. And just try to massage it down. Massage the jaw and the temples. Again, with safety. I know you're not meant to touch your face right now, but if you're home, wash your hands for 20 minutes and then do this warm up. Even if you're home, just to be safe. Sometimes it's useful, like on the outside of your cheek, you can feel where the top and bottom teeth meet. Stick them in there. And just let it kind of, and then for the rest of the warm-up, I try to just kind of let my jaw sit open a little bit. So when you are ready, get back to your grounded place. Take a nice swing. Sometimes it's useful to fold your arms. Just let yourself swing from side to side. I think the arms kind of help. I tend to switch. I like swap which arm is on top. But just let yourself hang. And folding the arms as opposed to letting them hang kind of gives you more weight, it feels like to me. So you can give your upper shoulders and your shoulder blades a bit more of a stretch. There's a bit of weight pulling them down. And when you're ready, do a slow roll up. And another nice little warm-up I like to do specifically is just to kind of, little sexy dance kind of. It's just to kind of almost making a figure of 8 with the hips, because going forward and away and back, forward and back. So I'm kind of forming a figure of 8. And then you can, this is a position I learned in Qigong. You essentially, the movement should come from the hips and the body is just kind of following. As your hips go back, you breathe in because you're creating space in your belly. And as you bring your hips forward, it naturally kind of compresses your belly. Set a timer, I'm already over it. I'm just going to do more. And kind of let the body itself dictate the breath. The other way. And give yourself a nice little rotation. And then a little bounce. This bounce is really nice. If you can kind of try and maintain some kind of alignment, keep a neutral pelvis, and try, my bad habits are to let my pelvis sink and to let my chin and my neck come forward, so to kind of feel the string being drawn. And you can test your pelvis alignment by kind of overarching and collapsing, and then finding a nice neutral place. Bring your weight to the front of your feet. Just a little bounce. And let your jaw so hang open. And that's it. This is just a first one. I think as I go, I'm going to try and start with maybe more specific ones. I have a background in singing, so I might try and do some warm-ups specifically geared towards the singing voice. Almost like these are little mini lessons. And hopefully you'll feel inspired to share one as well. And we can help each other and keep ourselves professionally fit but personally connected in this time of isolation. And we can be here for each other as a community. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you will upload one soon, and stay tuned. I'll be uploading videos roughly once a week, so that if you are watching, but if you don't feel like you want to contribute but you're just watching, there will be new videos with which you can develop and cultivate your own home daily practice. Okay. Thanks, guys.